Hey, this is Scott from Banzai. Today we're going on a photo outing with this Canon EF 70 to 210mm lens adapted to the Canon EOS M50 with the standard official adapter. Gonna see it in action, go over image quality and all of that. Let's get started. In this area there are hawks and other birds around. Might have to move to the larger lake, but we'll give this spot a shot. There's one bird way over there. Oh, there's a few more. This would be a nice one for the telephoto. Let's do that real quick. I don't think it matters if I leave it in servo. Yeah, the M50 is not a great camera for tracking autofocus. It's not even trying to focus where I want it. I took it off servo autofocus and just single point, single shot. The lens is a push-pull design. That means when you want to zoom, you have to pull the front section of the lens out and go back, pull back. This specific one is nice and smooth, which is good. I've tried a lot of these similar lenses that are very bad in that case. On the side of the lens, you have a switch for different focus modes. You got manual focus with the adjustment here. Also the 1.5 meters to infinity or macro to infinity. This lens does have a reproduction ratio of 1:4, which is pretty nice. It's not going to be true macro, of course, but you can get decently close with this lens. It does take a 58mm filter, but in this case, the front does rotate when it's focusing, so if you're going to use any type of polarizer, you want to keep that in mind. Manual focus on this lens is not great. The focus ring itself is a little raspy or kind of difficult to rotate, even when it's in the manual focus mode, but it works. Having the f4 aperture is nice. You get a little bit more light, especially when it's at 210mm. In these situations, it'd probably be better to use the speed booster because you get even more light. It's a little darker in here, so eventually I'll try that out. It does have a metal mount, which is nice. Older lenses, you're gonna get that instead of the plastics. Image quality was a mixed bag so far using the standard adapter. I think it's going to work better with the speed booster, but we'll see. In this case, I'm going to have a lot of chromatic aberrations, especially at f4. If you go up the aperture range, that's going to improve things. Even at f5.6, you will see lower aberrations, which is nice. Of course, you'll need more light to make that work. And the main benefit of this lens is you do have f4 throughout the entire zoom range. I'm not sure if I was having issues focusing or the lens is just very soft at f4 throughout the range. But it is a low-cost lens, just keep that in mind. It's an option compared to whatever other things are out there where you can at least get the large aperture throughout the range. You could adjust things in software to fix any type of quirks with image quality. Here I can just look around this object and find interesting patches of detail, shape, and I have the camera set to manual at the moment. It doesn't like to cooperate when I'm using aperture priority. Let's go to ISO 400. I am not going to recommend this lens to pick up for someone that really wants to get high image quality, get a good focusing system. In this case, you're not going to find that, but it's fun to mess around with, and especially if you get it at a low cost, might as well check it out at least. You can always resell it. Anyways, I'm Scott from Banzai. Thanks. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, and also the super thanks feature. See ya.